talk about ChatGPT. आजकल अगर हम ये देखें जो ChatGPT जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म बहुत सारे आते हैं, Perplexity AI, Contextual AI. So what is the advantage for ChatGPT? Because they have the data, right? And we have the students, we can create the data. अब AI एजुकेशन, AI प्लेटफॉर्म, अब सबने AI को समझ लिया है कि हमें इसको एजुकेशन में डालना है. Platforms like Scholar, Unacademy, they are using AI agents. They are like currently innovating everything. That's why they are in the field of, they are ahead of everyone. And we as a school have more innovative solutions to say बिल्कुल ऐसे contemporary way में एजुकेशन को नॉलेज जो काफी प्रिमिटिव वे में लेके चल रहे हैं. चैटबॉट की अहमियत को समझ नहीं पाए और हमें समझना जरूरी है. So this is the things that we can do, and that's what we just told you about. एक पावर प्लेटफॉर्म से क्या होगा सकता है. तो अडेप्टिव डिफिकल्टी लेवल जो कंपेयरिंग होगी, जैसे मैंने बताया कि हर बच्चे के लिए एक टीचर होगा. इंस्टेड ऑफ हर बच्चा अपनी कस्टमाइज्ड लर्निंग पाथ बना सकता है, अपने आप सीख सकता है, अपने लर्निंग प्रोसेस के हिसाब से प्रोग्राम को सीख सकता है. Personalized feedback and recommendations, AI can generate feedback and it's pretty much efficient. I try myself. Access to wealth of educational resources. For example, when you have a lot of money, you don't have how to spend. You have to learn how to spend. But अब आज ऐसी एजुकेशन के केस में भी है, जैसे WWW आया, वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब आया, thousands of education journals. It's very good thing that humans have more data in textual as they have in visual form. So we have the wealth, like unlimited wealth of resources. For example, if you have to read a book about database management system, it's maybe about 900 pages. But what if you train the model on that book? And you just open the end and download the models and we are if you understand this topic as a zero, it's a head like one of the small scale and model and availability, accessibility, all. Like whatever is written in mentioned in this PPT is the thing, but apart from that, there are so many anti-thoughts that are happening in the real world in having that well. So AI agents one of the future. AI agents will help in the personality. Everything, I think. When an LLM comes, the first thing that gets the LLM boosts the AI agents, because सारी businesses को AI created, even the smallest one to the biggest one. And I think education needs to AI in education analytics, identifying education gaps के लिए, improvement के लिए, performance and potential.
Stakeholder कौन होते हैं? अगर आपसे पूछा जाए कि कंपनी के असली मालिक कौन होते हैं, तो कौन होते हैं? शेयर होल्डर. लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम देयर आर नंबर ऑफ अदर पीपल, सोसाइटी, नॉट ओनली पीपल बट आल्सो सोसाइटी, एनवायरनमेंट, गवर्नमेंट, दे आर आल्सो कंसीडर्ड एज ए स्टेक होल्डर और वो भी अपना हिस्सा मांगते हैं. तो इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू रिकंसाइल द इंटरेस्ट बिटवीन द शेयर होल्डर एंड स्टेक होल्डर. तो एक बहुत अच्छा रिसर्च हो सकता है सस्टेनेबिलिटी के ऊपर, टू हाउ टू रिकंसाइल द इंटरेस्ट बिटवीन द शेयर होल्डर्स एंड स्टेक होल्डर्स. तीसरा जो एरिया जो आज के टाइम में सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट और जो कि इमर्जिंग है, दैट वी इग्नोर द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स. इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स के बारे में मैं बताना चाहूँगा. इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स आप जानते होंगे, द राइट्स विच आर गिवन टू द ओनर ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी, दीज आर एक्सक्लूसिव राइट. The property which is created by mind or someone's intellect. लेकिन यहाँ पर भी एक प्रॉब्लम है. प्रॉब्लम is that in every country, almost in every country of the world, we have two laws. One is the intellectual property right laws to protect the intellectual property, and at the same time we have competition law. Intellectual property right law says that we should promote intellectual property right to promote the innovation in the market. क्योंकि अगर intellectual property rights नहीं होंगे, क्रिएटर के लिए, प्रोड्यूसर के लिए कोई इंसेंटिव भी नहीं होगा. जैसे कि मान लीजिए अगर हम intellectual property rights ना हो, तो कोविड के टाइम पे जो वैक्सीन बनी, क्या वो वैक्सीन बनती, वो बन नहीं सकती थी. Because it gives intellectual property rights basically gives the incentive to the inventor, and in the absence of intellectual property rights, कोई भी inventor कुछ भी invent नहीं करेगा. But at the same time, we also talk about protecting the interest of the customers, and that's why we have competition policy. So the objective of the competition policy is in conflict with the objective of the IPR, right? Because the main objective of the competition policy is to protect the interest of the consumers. क्योंकि IPR क्या करती है? IPR creates monopolistic power in the market, which is against the consumer welfare. But in a country like India, we have both types of law. So again, the question is that how we can protect the interest of the consumers, how we can promote the innovation, and the most importantly, how we can reconcile between intellectual property rights and competition policy. इसके अलावा there are so many other issues. We can talk about the sustainability. We can talk about the cleaner production, cleaner consumption. बहुत सारी और चीजें हैं. So I expect और मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ सभी पार्टिसिपेंट से कि आप इसी लाइन में डिस्कस करें. And I request all the participants to not to take more than 10 minutes, right? और आप डायरेक्टली बात करें about your research problem. That most importantly, when you introduce your research problem, just talk about that why you have chosen this particular research topic, right? Or what is the motivation behind this particular research paper. Then discuss about some of your research objectives or hypotheses. Then discuss about the methodology and directly come to the conclusion section. Don't discuss unnecessary obvious or basic things like don't explain that review of literature. We have reviewed 500 literature and all that, right? So with this again, thank you very much for providing me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your precious words. And this has enlightened us how to present our papers and various prospects where we can work on. Thank you, sir. Now I am thrilled to announce our keynote speaker, a distinguished individual whose work is in the field of entrepreneurship, has contributed immensely to both academic theory and practical application. It is my great honor to welcome Professor Suman Kumar Nardela, Dean, School of Business, SR University. Sir has completed his Masters and PhD in the area of consumer buying behavior and advertising for Calcutta University. He has rich experience in handling sales and marketing operation and training in renowned corporate houses like Camlin Limited, Paris Limited, etc. Besides 21 years of teaching, Dr. Suman is certified trainer in entrepreneurship by Wadhwani Foundation and EDII, Ahmedabad, and recognized innovation ambassador from Ministry of Education, Innovation Cell, Government of India. He is currently supervising 8 PhD research scholars in the space of marketing, entrepreneurship, and journal management. He is presented his research thoughts in 15 national conferences and 16 international conferences and published his work in 12 nations. He has also published 25 patents in the area of design, technology, entrepreneurship, and management. He is a recipient of National Builder Award from Rotary International and Academician Excellence Award from Hyderabad Management Association, subsidiary of All India Management Association. Education Excellence Award from World HRD, Education Congress. I welcome you, sir. Please join me in welcoming Professor Dr. Sumanjit Singh Kumar Nardela. Please, sir. I'm going to share the screen also.
Thank you. A very good morning to all of you. Good afternoon, the outset.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. So can you give me a sharing option for the screen show?
Sure, sir. Just give me a minute.
To associate with Gita Rattan's15th International Conference, which is holding today and tomorrow, probably 2 days, and many of our scholars even active participation taking place. And the business synergy is one of its kind. A very novel concept has been taken, which would actually enrich the next generation business, how that is going to take shape with respect to different operations, and especially with the very fast growing innovations in technology, and how business organizations would actually take this challenge of various technologies which are coming into the next phase. So I would like to just throw light, if possible, please give an option to share the screen. So obviously,
using blockchain technology and also traceable supply chains. And closely working with local farmers to encourage organic farming practices. Today, it is not just no longer just a coffee company, it is an example of how sustainable business operations can attract environmental conscious customers and investors worldwide. This is not just a story, it is a story of thousand companies that are fighting back and towards and opportunity and finding opportunity through sustainability. So this inspired our research to explore how businesses advance the global integrating sustainability into their operations and the role of emerging technologies in this transformation journey. The main research objectives of my study is the primary aim of our study was to analyze the integration of sustainability into business operations. We sought to answer 5 key research questions, that is publication trends, like what are the most significant trends information authors and key journals focusing on sustainability in business operations. And next, geographical and institutional contributions. Then, how the number of countries and organizations are leading research in this domain. And next, coming to themes and clusters, industry applications and future directions. We believe that answering these questions is crucial in guiding both academia and practice towards achieving sustainability objectives.
The screen is not
And next,
visible. The screen is not visible to us.
There's nothing on the screen. Yes, now it
Now it is visible.
Research was strong and reliable. They employed systematic geometric analysis to explore the evolving from the Scopus database, specifically on the publications from the year 2022 and 2024. This allowed us to capture the most recent trends and developments in the field. From an initial dataset of 4,69,944 documents, we carefully filtered and selected 177 documents. These documents were chosen based on inclusion and exclusion criteria, ensuring the relevance to our core themes such as corporate social responsibility and environmental, social and governance frameworks. By building this systematic approach, we aim to include only those studies that provided meaningful insights into the integration of sustainability into business operations. We also utilize these advanced tools like VOS, UI, regulation for network analysis and implementation. These tools enable us to identify key trends, influential authors, and clusters within the data. For example, VOS viewer allowed us to map the keyword co-occurrence and bibliographic coupling provided visual representation of the connections between different studies and concepts. And next, to maintain the transparency and replicability, we followed Prisma protocol for the data selection. This ensured that our methodology was not only systematic but also consistent with the best practices in research. Through this approach, we could uncover the application trends, collaboration networks, and thematic developments that shape sustainability research. Ultimately, this methodology provides us with a comprehensive framework to analyze how sustainability is being integrated into business operations and identify opportunities for future exploration. And then findings give us some fascinating insights, that is, a growing interest in sustainability from the year 2022 to 2024. Sustainability research grew at an impressive annual rate of 19.52%, and this growth underscores the increasing importance of sustainability in academia and industry. And also, India emerged as a significant contributor for this with strong international collaboration networks, journals like Business Strategy and the Environment, and the Journal of Cleaner Production were identified as leaders in publishing impactful research. And next, our study also found that businesses are increasingly adopting corporate social responsibility and ESG frameworks. These frameworks serve as both ethical guidance and also measurable benchmark, helping organizations or businesses to align their operations with global sustainability goals. For example, ESG criteria are now pivotal for attracting new investors and ensuring compliance with the regulations. And coming to the book of collaboration, 63.64% of publications involving international partnership highlight leading the global nature of sustainability challenges and solutions. Institutions in the USA, Europe, and Southeast Asia demonstrated strong collaboration in the world. And also, technology is playing a role in taking sustainability forward. As we all know, technology technology is a powerful enabler of sustainability. And its study highlighted several key advancements like blockchain technology, Internet of Things, and circular economy models. Blockchain technology provides tracing of supply chains, ensuring ethical sourcing, and minimizing the environmental impact. For example, a coffee company or any company can use blockchain to track beans from farm to cup. This beans from farm to cup, so that they can see that nothing is going to waste and free fair trade and distributing. And let's come to Internet of Things. This enables real-time monitoring of energy usages and resource optimization. Smart factories are now reducing waste and increasing efficiency by leveraging Internet of Things. This is a top between devices so that we can see how much energy is going to be used and how much we are using. Next, coming to circular economy model. This model particularly focuses on recycling and reuse to minimize the waste. For example, an innovative solution for this, IKEA has launched a buyback program, for example, promoting a circular economy by encouraging customers to return used furniture for resale or recycling. While these technologies hold an immense potential, challenges also there like high cost, lack of expertise in these technologies, and regulatory uncertainties, and this also must be addressed. And next, coming to another important aspect of this research is corporate strategies for sustainability. Businesses are now integrating sustainability into their core strategies in innovative ways.
Now you
For
can
example, Tata Steel India
conclude your
focuses
presentation.
on waste reduction,
Please conclude your
renewable energy, and community development programs. And other companies like Tesla is also integrating ESG integration. And also another concept of triple bottom line, industry like retail emphasize
Please
the triple
conclude
bottom
your
line.
presentation. Please conclude your presentation.
Hello.
Yes, please conclude your presentation.
Okay. So sustainability is not just a trend, it's a necessity for businesses seeking reliance and rapidly changing world. By adopting inclusive strategies, leveraging emerging technologies, and integrating CSR ESG frameworks, companies and business organizations can align their operations with global sustainability goals. And thank you for your time and attention. I hope our research inspires us to think about how sustainability can shape the future of business. Thank you.
Thank you. Professor Swaran Singh. Professor Singh is a distinguished scholar and professor at the Center for International Politics, Organization and Disarmament, JNU, specializing in diplomacy, disarmament and Asian affairs. Holding a PhD and MPhil from JNU, a master's from Delhi University and a diploma from Uppsala University, he brings a multidisciplinary perspective to his research, which focuses on China's foreign and security policies, India's national security and the Indo-Pacific region. Professor Singh is a prolific author and co-author of books like On China by India and Emerging China. He contributes significantly to academic discourse. Beyond academia, he serves as the President of Association of Asia Scholars and General Secretary of the Indian Congress of Asian and Pacific Studies, fostering intellectual collaboration. His roles as former Chief Vigilance Officer at JNU and visiting professor at institutions like Hiroshima University, combined with his dedication to teaching and public engagement, solidifying his position as the leading expert in international relations. With the wealth of experience in multidisciplinary research perspective, the insights of Professor Singh will undoubtedly set a high tone for this session. Now I would like to request Professor Abhijit Das sir to give a brief welcome to Singh sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Now I would like to invite sir for his words.
I know we are about 40 minutes late into the session, so I'm delighted to be here at GIBS. This is my first visit, and I look forward to continuing with your institution and coming many more times. International business and marketing is the booming area for young scholars to be trained. So GIBS is doing the government service in training youngsters in such field. The world is getting increasingly connected. All of you are familiar with the huge transformation that is taking in the field of mergers and acquisitions globally. Last 2 years, numbers have gone up very fast. From about 3 trillion to last year 3.45 trillion, and this year is supposed to be 4 trillion. So business is really global, and I think that is where your institution is training youngsters with a very good future, I suppose. But I'm aware of young scholars to make their presentation. They have come very well prepared. So I will stop here. I look forward to listening to each of them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, inspiring words. Now, continuing with the presentations, I don't think there are any other presenters online. Okay.
So we can come now.
Yes, sir. I would like to invite Dr. Priyanka for his presentation.
Present my paper with harnessing mathematical approaches for effective management strategies. The content of my PPT is abstract, introduction, literature review, methodology, results and discussion, conclusion and references. Now starting with abstract, this is a combination of both management and mathematics background. As I am from totally mathematics background, so I use some techniques how to optimize and how to minimize risk management in business strategies. For example, some of the mathematics tools are like statistic tool or decision techniques and some transportation problems. Now coming to introduction, it basically a combine of some mathematics approaches using different techniques, like we can use transportation problem for different destination and a different supply destination to minimize the risk and other parameters. Literature review miss हो गया. Thank you.
Papers and white papers are utilized to gather relevant information. A total of 33,210 items were identified for the query that were directly related to the keywords. After applying the initial exclusion criteria for the keywords, Green Human Resource Management or Green HRM and Organizational Sustainability, which involved the removal of data, the total number of articles was reduced to 25,709. The articles include many journals such as journal articles, reviews, notes, conference papers, letters, editorials, and brief reviews. We next implemented the second exclusion criteria, selecting publications with the source title of IEEE, Sustainability, Applied Science, AI and Society, and fields of research encompassing commerce, management, and organizational behavior. This culminated in a definitive selection of 14,144 articles. The chosen publication underwent additional evaluation based on a third exclusion criteria, which involved excluding papers from the UGC journal list group 2 that focused on the development of Green HRM for a bibliometric review study, assessing them based on organization, country or region, journal, total citations, and keywords. Now let's talk about the results of our research that we have found based on the following interpretations. First is the word cloud. Word cloud, the figure describes data from various searches about GHRM and organizational sustainability. The word clouds scrutinized the summaries of the chosen papers. It highlighted
prevalent use of many phrases connected to green HRM and organizational sustainability. The word cloud clearly demonstrates a correlation between GHRM and organizational sustainability while sustainable development. Second is keyword co-occurrence. Keyword co-occurrence analysis was employed to illustrate the network data. The figure displays keywords including human, behavior metrics, and organizational sustainability as significant servers. The second most important keyword is sustainable development. First, it is established that the organizational sustainability is directly linked green HRM on the diagram. The table reveals that the average citation per article is 17.34%. These papers are highly significant and printed in esteemed journals including the International Journal of Disaster Risk.
We provide the information regarding the, for example, the customer is having different bank accounts. The bank provided we give the
Borigam sir, Mr. Borigam,
bank statement and the network of the that particular customer. It will be provided the financial information user.
Ambati sir, can you hear us? Borigam sir.
This paper.
Borigam sir, can you hear me?
Borigam
Sir, your
sir,
time is over. Please conclude yourself.
please tell me only one thing. This research is the empirical study or just theoretical framework? Your research is empirical study or just your theoretical framework? Have you made any data analysis in your paper?
Sir, your study is theoretical or empirical study?
Yes, madam. The concept was introduced secure data sharing between financial institutions and it enhances credit investment in the actually the main intention is to facilitate the rural people downtrodden who is staying in the rural area.
Okay. Have you heard the blockchain? Blockchain technology? The banks are using now blockchain. It is itself account aggregator.
So do you have any idea of the blockchain that the banks are using?
Banks actually this system, the account aggregator system becomes very powerful in the coming days for the banks because everything will be decided by the other organization.
So if he can present the paper here from your ID, he can.
You know Mr. Vinod?
I could not.
Yes.
My title is Trends in Long-Term Performance of US Sustainable Mutual Funds. Come to the introduction, sustainable investing has evolved from a niche concept into a mainstream financial strategy driven by the emphasis on environmental, social and governance ESG principles. Sustainable mutual funds play a pivotal role offering investors a way to align their portfolios with ethical and environmental values while pursuing competitive financial returns. My objectives are to measure the financial performance of sustainable mutual funds in 3-year, 5-year and 10-year periods, exploring variations in investment returns, to compare the expense ratios of different sustainable mutual funds, to assess their cost effectiveness, to analyze the risk level, standard deviation of sustainable mutual funds, to understand the performance volatility, to identify trends in sustainable mutual funds performance across multiple time horizons. This slide presents significance of the study. Key insights include financial returns, high sustainability funds outperform during downturns, offering returns and downside protection, cost structures that analysis of expense ratios highlights their impact on net figures and investment liability and risk management, understanding the risk levels, aids in
Amity ma'am, the allotted time is 6 minutes. Kindly be precise and conclude your presentation.
let's present results
Yes. So funds with lower standard deviation.
performance variability, sustainable mutual funds exhibit mixed performance, which some funds exhibit outperforming traditional funds over longer periods, notably high sustainability funds provided better downside protection during market hours, and top performers. Funds such as TSB Sustainability Leaders Fund and 1919 Socially Responsible Balance Fund demonstrated strong returns across multiple time horizons, reinforcing the potential of ESG-focused investments. Company expense ratios and cost effectiveness. Lower cost funds tended.
Everybody knows. What are your key takeaways from your research? Specific takeaways, which are not known to me, which are not known to you, which are not known to everyone. Yes. Understood? What I asked? Whatever findings you have shown, all are general findings. Bookies. Everything is written in book. You will find everything in book.
Ma'am, please show your empirical analysis if you are having any.
Information and have discussed about the investments. And social media also highlights the important topics like environmental care and social issues and how the companies are manage their ESGs. And next, coming to the introduction. Social media is transforming the way of the people handling their money and investing in the stock market. As I told you, the platforms like Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn provide the instant updates and the opinions, making it easier for the investors to make the good decisions and well-informed decisions. And this platform also encourages the responsible of the investing by the showing companies that follow the sustainable ethical practices. Ethical practices and also the practices which are approved by ESG, like next coming to the objectives, and these are the objectives like analyze the influence of social media on investment decisions and highlighting the role of social media in enhancing the corporate governance, access the squeeze and targeting ahead of huge funds and that have heavily shorted for the stock ops and causing a significant financial losses for them. And the movement highlighted the power of social media influences the stock price within the retail investors' voice against the institutional players. Like while some profitable greatly, they have concerned with the institutional players also. Coming to the results and discussion. Results and discussion, the paper in this completely it highlights about the social media as a significant influence in the financial management and the corporate governance, like as it will be the platforms and platforms like Twitter and Facebook and the information sharing to the former investors collaboration, but they have also introduced the risk of misinformation and the market vulnerability. And finally, I conclude this. The social media has transformed financial management and corporate governance by influencing the investors' decisions and corporate behaviors. And the highlights of ESG factors as promoting the responsibilities in investing and encouraging the companies to adopt the sustainable practices
And however, the rapid spread of information also introduced such as misinformation and market practicing. And while leveraging technologies like AI and blockchain, social media can also enhance the accuracy and the ethical practices. The integration of social media into a financial governance underscores the need of balanced regulation to maximum option. Sir, I am unable to hear you, sorry.
Hello, ma'am, you are hearing me?
अभी ऐसा तो यूनिवर्सिटी से ही है.
secure data sharing between financial institutions and it enhances credit investment in the the main intention is to facilitate the rural people downtrodden who is staying in the rural area.
Okay. Have you heard the blockchain? Blockchain technology, the banks are using now blockchain. It is itself account aggregator.
So do you have any idea of the blockchain that the banks are using?
Banks actually this system, the account aggregator system becomes very powerful in the coming days for the banks because everything will be decided by the other organization.
Still the form. Next please.
Sir, this was the end, last slide.
Right. So with this I end, I think the time is also. Thank you, ma'am. Any questions? Thank you.
So I feel very honored and privileged to extend a warm vote of thanks to Professor Monica Bansal, our section chair, and to Chetna ma'am, and all the participants, both offline and online, who participated in this HR track. And I think it was a very informative and insightful session where we got to know some of the emerging trends in HRM field, and some new concepts were discussed, and all our knowledge was greatly enriched with this. So with this, I would like to conclude the session for the HR track. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would request Dr. Chetna ma'am to present a memento to our chief guest, Dr. Monica Bansal ma'am.